Auzubillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, we are discussing the topic resource conservation. You have already read about the resource types of a resource. As you know, there are two main types of natural resources: renewable natural resource and non-renewable natural resource. Non-renewable natural resources are those resources which get replenished after long period of time. So we need to use them very judicially to keep them reserved, to keep them safe for future generation. So dear students, this resource conservation, it is a debate of an hour, because today the machinery in hand gives a man a potential to utilize these natural resources beyond the carrying capacity of the environment. So, with the use of the modern machinery, humans are using the natural resources at an alarming rate, which poses threats on the whole globe in the form of global warming, sea level rise, acid rain, and some other catastrophes. So, dear students, there is urgent need to have debate on this very issue so we can conserve these natural resources. So the one of the method is that is sustainable development. As mentioned in your book, sustainable development is one of the tool to conserve these natural resources. Sustainable development, this term was brought by Brundtland Commission, which is a world commission on environment and development, in its annual report Our Common Future in 1987. What sustainable development means? Sustainable development is the development of present. It is the development of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. So on one hand, this sustainable development, it allows the future generation to utilize the natural resources, because the future generation, they need the development, they need the resources. So this sustainable development, it allows the future generation to meet out their needs, but at the same time it poses some restrictions, that you have to utilize the environment, you have to utilize the natural resources, but up to a particular level, up to a particular boundary, beyond which you cannot utilize these natural resources. So then if we will utilize these natural resources up to a certain limit, then it is possible to conserve them for future generation, because future generation will come, they too have their own needs. If the resources are conserved for future generation, then they are able to meet out their needs. So this is sustainable development. Secondly, dear students, alternative source of energy is one of the major option. If we have to think for the sustenance of the earth, sustenance of the globe, then sustainable development is one of the option, and alternative source of energy is also a major option to conserve the natural resources. Solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, these are some alternative sources of energy. So the present generation have to think on these alternative sources of energy, so that resource conservation can be done. So inshallah we will continue this topic in our next video. Hope you have understood it. God bless you. Assalamu alaikum.